Our friends, welcome to the channel. Bob here, and another quick video this morning. There's been a release on the Project 1999 website. There's a trailer for Green, which is really cool, and there's also been some news. So I thought I would, just pick out some of the news. So I'm not sure how many of you go to the website. So I'm kind of doing this because I get a lot of questions on the video. So you kind of know some of the things that are going on. The first thing is the list system. There's a separate post for that. The list system, in case you weren't aware, is so that I think they're trying to stop a person or a group of persons just camping, the super duper stuff that gets removed from the game later on. I noticed that the Ruby site is not here, but I guess that's just that's just one of those things. But there's been a new patch, and the list system has been put into place. So basically, you go into a zone. You go into Guck, is it, where Guys of the Deceiver drops, and I think you do /list, and that adds you to a list. So each list has a minimum level. So for Guys, as you can see, it's 35. There's a minimum distance. Distance. Oh, Z distance, I guess, is, okay. So you've got to be within that distance to the mob that drops the item to join the list, and you must stay within that distance for the duration of your wait. I guess if you leave, or you crash, or you get booted out, maybe, I'm not sure. You also can't go too many floors below, I don't think, from the Z distance. So I guess if you go out of range, if you zone out, die, or walk out of range, you'll be notified. Oh, so you get 50 minutes to return to the area. That's pretty good. I like that. Once re-entering the area, you'll be notified that you are back in range. Going back in range does not reset your out of range timer, but rather, okay. This means that if you spend 10 minutes out of the camp, 10 minutes. Okay, yeah. So you've got to be careful of the timer thing. How you can spend out of range. To join the list, type /list. If you meet the requirements, you'll be asked to confirm. Okie doke. While on the list and then within range, you'll be subject to AFK checks. These are most commonly a simple dialog box to confirm. Okay. In a database. Okay, so if the zone goes down for whatever reason when it's rebooted, or when it comes back up, you'll maintain your place on the list. That's the important bit, I guess. When the item that you are on the list for is dropped and you are position 1, you will be given a notification that your item is dropped. If you're in range at the time, the system will skip you. If you're not in range at the time, and it goes to the next person. Oh, okay, now hang on. And can you skip people who it finds a list at player in the range? Okay, anyone skipped will still maintain their position as long as they return. Okay, so I guess if you're not there at the time, you may miss that. You may miss that particular drop. But if you come back within your timer, then you'll still be, I guess, then next on the list if you were supposed to be first. The player awarded will be given exclusive permission to loot the corpse and all items on it. Nobody else will have permission. Even the players that were merited the experience. The corpse will also unlock like normal after a period of time. If the player at the top doesn't loot the item before the corpse decays, the item rots. The player will be removed from the list and given a lockout. Okay. Yeah. So the point I was going to make is actually made in the very next thing. What I was I think some of what they've done kind of alleviates the problem. But one of the things I was thinking is that I would help whoever was next on the list. I just don't see the point in not helping. But I can imagine some people sitting around going, "I'm not helping this guy," and so you got someone sitting there who can't solo the mob, and so ends up dying. And I think they've kind of, what will stop a solo character from hanging out in their camp and being number 1 on the list, but not being able to kill the mob? Yeah, along comes a group and kills the mob. Does the solo person get the item? Yes, I think they were. But I think they will, and I think that's fine. Yeah, actually, yeah. And Reagan says you're correct, but your situation is unrealistic. These mobs will be permacamped as soon as players are within level range. Yeah, so there's always going to be people in the list, I would say, permanently. And I kind of hope that everyone in the list will also just help everyone. You know, just because, you know, if you're in the list, you want things to move. You don't want someone to die and then you're sitting there waiting for the corpse to rot. You know, that's not how you want it to be. You want things to move ahead. So, yeah. I think my plan, I mean, I'd like a Mana Stone. But I think Guise is probably the thing that I'd quite like. Like a Dark Elf Shaman has always super duper appealed to me. Just for coolness. So I think I would probably get myself up as quickly as I can to whatever level. And then go and camp it. And I'll obviously do footage of that so you can laugh uproariously, no doubt. Yeah. So some other achievement system. There's an achievement system in place for launch, and this will be tracking firsts. So first players to hit certain things, I guess levels, kill certain mobs, etc. That's quite interesting. This is something that I mentioned that I noticed on beta, which I think is probably a good idea. The spawn time reduction affecting most low-level mobs. This was good. Like I was in if you saw the gnome necromancer video, I was killing gnolls and they were basically spawning pretty much. I think it must have been like a couple of minutes maybe. So that's good. That will hopefully alleviate the pressure at launch, and that's quite nice because I think you will then just get people going through at a good rate, so people coming behind, you know, I mean, I'm not going to be able to play until, well, it'll be the 25th my time, I think. No, it'll be the 26th, I think. Will I be able to play on the 25th? I don't think I'll be able to play on the 25th because it's going to be released. It's going to be released, I think, early afternoon on the 25th American time, which is evening my time, and I'm just unable to play at those times at the moment. So yeah, I probably won't get on until the following morning. Yeah, might be slightly behind anyway. No intention to open a second server, but they'll check thresholds and stuff. This is server merge. So the staff has had considerable discussion internally regarding the merging of green into blue. We've heard your concerns. Okay, so people had some concerns about it. This time we haven't made a final decision, but we also that we will leave the door open. A lot can change in 3 years. That's true. Yeah. See, what I wonder if it might be the sensible thing might be to do is to leave green running as it is, and then start. You know, if you want to start green again, if you want to, like green point, 2.0, and then maybe merge that green into the green server at some point. That might make a bit more sense, actually. There are some new patch files as well. But anyway, that's just some information that's just been released. Yeah, and the list system seems pretty interesting. Spawn time reductions, I think, is a super duper idea. I like the achievement things. I hope there's a list. I'd like to see I'd like to keep an eye on the list to see who does what first. It won't be me, but there you go. It'd be interesting to see. It'd be interesting what classes it for some of it is, I guess. So yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you again soon.